Testing 1, 2. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. If it's not one issue, it's gonna be another one, isn't it? When I started the stream, chat just got disabled. I had to redo the stream. Mic doesn't want to work. Streaming doesn't want to work. It really wants to. Thank you for that, Dave. I appreciate it. If we had a plus speed nature without the minus attack, it could have been a runner. But this is probably the worst nature it could have been given. It needed its attack and did not need more defense. Black Flare, welcome! Yes, we are back. Yeah, Flare, I had to restart the stream. For some reason, chat had been disabled. So rather than just having it be a quiet stream, I decided, you know what, might hurt the algorithm to make the stream again, but I'd rather be able to interact with chat. Yeah, one day we'll get a good Gardevoir. Her brother is better, personally. I always get better Galades than I do Gardevoirs. Electrivire, okay. I think that might be our pivot. If we can find the level 5. I'm a little worried to scout everywhere else. With our low speed, I don't want to risk taking big damage. That's going to be big damage. That's crit. No? No crit. Okay. Yeah, let's heal. Second item was a Pokeball, so... Even though we have low kick for the Munchlax, I do think it would be in our best interest to pivot. Tough choice, right? Because we are very bulky with 100 base power, super effective move. I just think the low speed will give him the RNG advantage. Just be able to either like flinch or status or something. Let's change some faves or at least Spear Tomb into the Drapion. I just have to get the picture of Drapion, that's all. If you want to change the legendary, can also do that. He has Psychic too. That's funny. Raikou or Azelf? We've done Azelf recently. Raikou would be fun. Static minus speed, no! Oh my god, I still think we run it though. 23 special attack at level 5 is insane. I didn't expect the minus speed. He was still faster, so I didn't... Thought it was a good catch. Every Mon knows Psychic. We'll see what the level 7 move is. It's so tempting to run it, because that special attack's gotta be like 200 base stat. Especially with min-max offense. See what we get at 7, and then I'll leave it up to chat. Well, 20 special attack at level 5 is 170. Speed tie, and we win the last speed tie. Nice. It's the new move. Come on, let's see Thunderbolt. Ice Beam, Dragon Pulse, Shadow Ball, Outrage. I don't really need it. What's my coverage looking like right now? It might be able to give me full coverage. No, not even. It's Steel types, yeah. A couple niche options too. It covers Tyranitar, Solrock, Lunatone, and Dialga are the 4 it covers. I don't really think we need it. I'd rather keep Mimic and Cotton Spore. Cotton Spore to lower their speed. Mimic to get another move, another special attack move. It's Outrage. Physical 120 base power contact move that confuses and locks you in. It's a good move, but I don't think this is a good Pokemon for it. I think Mimic has more value than Outrage. Alright, what do we think? Do we run it or do we scout? Because I didn't scout everything. Yeah, we can scout. High defense, so... Plus special defense is nice. It just would have been perfect if it was minus attack instead. He still would be a little slow, but nowhere near as bad as it currently is. Like, I'm willing to accept 18 speed if the other stats make up for it. 18 at level 8, I should say, because right now it's going to be 15 at level 8, or 14 because of the nature. There was Miss Magius. Mono Ghost is pretty good. Just does not learn any level up moves, so we would have to scout, make sure it has a move set to, at minimum, take out the first dungeon. You could be a little flexible with them if they can at least get past the first gym and get a good move. We've had good success with like Togekiss, and there's another one too. Honchkrow. Honchkrow has done well, but Honchkrow gets 4. Tropius gets 0. Thunderwave, Horn Attack. Okay. So all 3. Yeah, I want to scout on the level 3, so I don't have to take a big hit. But so far, he doesn't have anything that would do super effective damage. So personally, I don't think it's the pivot. But maybe if it has Shadow Ball, it could be worth it. Oh my god, I called it. I called it having Shadow Ball. That's insane. That did very little deep damage though, even though I'm less special defense. Yeah, I think that's low damage personally. I could do a quick calc. Special defense is 13. Level is 6. Move power was 80. Stab. And he did 7 damage. Seven to 12. That's pretty low. For a level 6 to be under 14, that's pretty low. Damn. I would have been convinced to do it. I said, maybe if it has Shadow Ball, it'll be worth it. Immediately gets hit by Shadow Ball. Yeah, it's just Shadow Ball and helping in Horn Attack, not worth. Rest, I cannot use that. So this is my move set until the middle of the tower. Yeah, I think we scout. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a level 5 Electrivire right here in this patch. Or 6. I could do 6. Just so that way I don't take the last 2 moves. Rare candy. Potential friendship evolution. I don't think we have any other items that evolve. No. Meganium's not bad. Slower than me though. Attack order, okay. High damage. Definitely a physical attacker. Thunderbolt. He could be split attack and low speed. Good moveset. Something to consider. Don't want to pivot to it now if it is slower. I'd rather scout the rest. Either keep it as a backup or make sure that we don't have anything else to look at before going to it. But level 8 below 18 speed, that's not great. Just one more left. And that's it. Wow. All right. What do you guys think? Electrivire. Oh, that Magneton has Bad Dreams as the ability. Between Electrivire and Meganium, what do you guys think we should run? You want to keep Electrivire? I mean, static will definitely help for the low speed. High defense and static will help a lot. Sudowoodo. Big XP, nice. So far, I give this Pokemon a modest 2.5 stars out of 5. For speed and coverage. Dark types are going to be a problem. Steel type are going to be a problem. Psychic, even. Feeling could have been a copium. Come on, special attack. I don't think it's worth it. If Outrage isn't worth it, I don't think Scratch is worth it. Damn. Good crit. Nice. Makes up for the damage we just took. I just wanted to save enough Psychics for the top floor. And I'm a champ copium. Wow. It's actually a good tower for once. Ryoma. Okay, another psychic special attack, but it gives us more PP. So the question is, do we take Luster Purge over Mimic? I still think we keep Cotton Spore for now. Like, I know we haven't used either of them, but they're for the gym. Over Mimic? That's what I was thinking too. Alternative would be Cotton Spore because of the inaccuracy. Would have been better if it was Agility, because then I get to keep it. I don't have to do it on every single Mon. Ah, shoot. Okay, okay, nice. All right, on to the gym. We got this. Big win. He's gonna give us Thunderbolt. That's 2. That's 3. Easy. His ace, of course, is a steel type. Good crit. He only has 1 more left, so. And it's another steel type. That's times 4 resistant. Whoa! Big damage. GG. Focus Blast, it's a steel type answer. More like Focus Miss. It'd be over Cotton Spore or Luster Purge. I don't know, I think we're cruising right now. Almost kind of want to procrastinate on learning that one. PV max for Psychic would be nice. I mean, the optimal move set typically doesn't include a Psychic type move. Psychic just it doesn't really synergize with other type moves as well for coverage. The only theory dungeon coming up is after the third gym. The closest dungeon, I think, only has 9 Pokemon. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It only has 8 Pokemon. And the dungeon after that only has 4 trainers, which have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 9. So it's a lot of small dungeons. Like the dungeon before Whitney is also small, the one in the basement. The only big dungeon to come up next after the one we just did is the lighthouse. And we'll have 4 new moves and 3 new TM. Two new TMs. So we'll have 6 moves by then. Yo, Mizahawk, welcome! We are back, baby! Yes, sir! Yeah, quick rundown for you. Went to go and stream like I normally do, and for some reason, when I started up the program that allows me to stream, it's called Open Broadcast Software, OBS. Game just wouldn't pop up on it. Game was open, everything was the same, nothing would work. And for the past 5 to 6 days, I've been trying to fix it. To the point where one night I kind of went around the problem, tried something else, and 2 minutes in, I was like, this is so slow. Like I try to get the game to be streamed in a different format, but it was just causing a lot of bottlenecking. Finally was able to solve it today. There was a setting here on the emulator that was changed to be set to the lowest quality setting, which caused OBS to not be able to capture it. Copium? Magmar Copium? Yes, very glad we got that figured out. I was hoping he'd have a special attack, but he does not. Okay. Because he was faster, but... Alright. Any thoughts for the name on Electrivire? Anyone have a thought on a name? Hurts. Like the unit. Yo, Crank. How you doing, my friend? IBEW? What does that mean? The only name I could think of was Chris Angel. Because he's using a bunch of psychic moves. Which made me think of Magician, which made me think of Chris Angel. International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. I love that. Yeah, nice. Frank, what do you think? Should we use our TM Focus Miss? Low PP, yeah. And low accuracy. But it is a steel type coverage. That would be the reason to do it. Steel and dark, actually. Both of our struggles. Because 25 that we can't hit right now, fighting takes care of all 25. I want to wait until we're at level 25, see what we learn next. Go from there. We keep running. Full restore. Ayo. We take those. If we can just get one good special attack, this could shoot up in rating. I still think it's kind of 2.5 stars. A fighting and electric special attack, that's all we need. Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, or Sphere. Yeah, I would prefer Ore Sphere, personally. More PP, never misses. Normal type coverage on top of the Dark and Steel. Don't have to worry about Levitate. Yeah, they heavily nerfed it in the future. So, if we can get it in this gen, it's always good. And rock coverage, yep. Thunderbolt would be able to do that. Except rock ground. Just not rock ground. But Ice Beam would then take care of those. Yeah, 90 to 80 base power. You have Thunderbolt. I'm jealous. But if we can get Sketch, we know who to go to. Just need to find an Electabuzz. Correct. Bulletproof Mons are immune. Clawitzer still uses Aura Sphere. I think that's why they nerfed it, to be honest, because of Clawitzer's ability. Alright, we level up on this next fight. There is a level 23 in the fight, so I just want to heal so I can have max Psychics. Yeah, Clawitzer is really strong Pokemon. Throw an Assault Vest on him. Dragon Pulse, Aura Sphere, Water Pulse. And the fourth move, you have options. You could do U-turn. He has another Mega Launcher move that I'm failing to remember. I would take Vacuum Wave. If I didn't get Aura Sphere, I would take it Vacuum Wave. That'd be fine. Magnitude 10? Oh my god. I can't believe we just lived that. Please give me a good move after living that. -2 special defense? That's not worth it. Damn. Magnitude 10 and we tanked it. High defense and kind of high HP. Our HP isn't like insane like Blissey, but definitely really good HP. Being 100 before going into the cave. It's always good to see. All right, here we go. New move at 28, which is in the Team Rocket well. Yeah, there's only 10 Pokemon in this cave. It's not a bad dungeon. So far, I don't think we've seen any legendaries, which is rare. Right, GG. True, yeah, we just saw the Regirock pseudo, not pseudo, but he's not a 600 BST legendary. I guess you could consider it like a sub tier of a legendary. What's my favorite Reggie? Probably Registeel. I wonder if they're ever gonna make more, right? Like they made the Enamorous after they made the trio of Tornadus, Thundurus, Landorus, and then they made Enamorous. So I wonder if they're ever gonna make another Reggie. Oh, Regieleki, duh. My brain's not working today. Regidrago as well, true. Damn, I'm really off my game. They technically made more legendary dogs with the Paradox versions. And then they made the regional form of the birds. So I guess the next one would probably be the lake spirits, right? I would really like a fighting type evolution. It would make sense, right? Because they already have Dark and Psychic, so if you can finish the trio up, like the Firewater Grass Core, Fighting Dark Psychic are another like trio combo. Ghost would be nice. Bug, I could take it or leave it. I would take it if they made it, but I don't think it's necessary. A steel type evolution would be really cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we got the crit. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding. I'm gonna have to PP stall him. Ugh. On a normal evolution that gets Protean ability. Ooh. God, I gotta get through 17 more heals. And he gets the para. Can't even attack. If I try to attack and like coax him to use the heals, he'll end up using all of my drill pecks before I even get. And now I finally get the para. Do I para stall him? What I was talking about, Claire, is you can almost get the AI to click Roost and Soft Boiled when it has just a little bit of chip damage. Cotton Spore isn't going to give me that chip damage. So the other option is just never attack and then just waste all of the PP. Because it's not like he's doing a ton of damage. He only gets 3 off with Thunder Punch, so that's 18 right there. And then 7 with that, so 50. I need to heal a little bit more. He can also miss Rock Throw. Yeah, only does 5. I want him to use his last Thunder Punch so I can heal a para. There it is. Gotten 3 crits with the Rock Throw. Okay. Actually, I can help reduce the amount of damage I take. No. What am I doing? Silly. I don't know why I thought that would work. Right, there's the last one. Alright. That was a pain, but we pray that right here on this level up, we get a move that covers Honchkrow or anyone else, and we never have to deal with that again. Come on. Ice Beam. Pin Missile. Not worth it, in my opinion. Low accuracy, low base power, physical. Not worth. Almost wish I had Focus Miss for that Honchkrow. Another Super Potion is clutch. Nice. Alright, even though we had to use the 20 HP heals, still have a good amount. That's the third dark type in this area. Fourth dark type, jeez. Really putting me to the test. I want to bet the rival has a legendary. My luck, he's going to have Darkrai. Actually, yeah, wow, okay. That's easy. I'll take that. Wurmple is a legendary, right? It did have a legendary. It was Wurmple. Alright, gym number 2. We got this. That hurt. That's fine. Better than getting parried. I'd rather be flinched in that scenario than get a Thunder Punch para. Okay, so this guy had bad dreams. Been waiting to see him again. Nice. This. All right. We win these. All right, great lead. This is the one that has the citrus berry too, so that's a great one shot. Okay, that's 2. 3. No. Focus miss. I needed you. I gotta be careful because she's gonna heal. Do I have any PP ups? I have a max elixir. I guess I can use it here if I need to. No, she's locked in, so she's actually not gonna heal. I just have to do enough damage because I got a low roll right there. Does 19. Nice. Okay. Come on, let's just break through. Good. Last one. Nice. Let's go. I'm glad he didn't heal. GG. Please, give me Aura Sphere. I beg. Physical Razor Leaf. Yo, Christian in the house. How you been, my friend? Holy, special attack. Hope you had a good week, Christian. I did not intend to not be streaming. It's not my intention. Just got back from university. Figured you'd come by. You get the XP in chat now. Nice, Christian. Was there anything you did to be able to get that? Any changes made to your account? No? Maybe Australia's YouTube was just behind on things. I've been pretty good, Christian. I wanted to stream, but somehow a setting on the emulator was switched from high performance to lowest performance, and it caused my streaming software, OBS, to no longer be able to capture it. So I couldn't stream. And when I tried to go around it with using window capture instead of game capture, it was just way too laggy. Real life RNG got us, yup. And when I finally got the stream working, chat was disabled, so then I had to restart the stream. And then my mic wasn't working for like the first 10 minutes. It really just wanted to close up the channel. It was just like, no. For those who were here at the start of the Electrivire run, am I mistaken on remembering the Meganium? Did the Meganium have Thunderbolt? I remember it had Tack Order. The one in the grass, in the ruins. If it had Thunderbolt and we get Sketch, we're going immediately there. Ooh, PP Max, let's go. I mean, I would take Vacuum Wave. If I can't get Aura Sphere, I would be content with Vacuum Wave. It would also help with our low speed. My child. My grandchild. Yeah, Psychic is 100% carrying. We got Luster Purge on level up. We had Mimic, which technically could have given us like any move per fight. Yo, Vivek in the house. It's been a bit, but we back. I was just talking about that, Vivek. I'll give you a quick rundown as to what happened. The emulator has like a display setting that was switched from high performance to lowest performance, and it caused my open broadcast software, the OBS system, to just not be able to capture it. Though I had no idea. I didn't even know that setting existed. So all of my attempts to fix it were just futile. But we resolved it. Another legendary, cool. Dragon Pulse. That would be a good one for us. It's crazy that dark types have been harder to deal with than steel types. But I guess it's really just because we can hit a steel type with psychic, and even if it's resisted, it's still doing a lot of damage. But if they're a physical tank as a dark type, we have little that we can do. Yo, JDX, welcome. Doing well today. How are you? Ooh, that hurt. True. Yeah, we can get Luster Purge drops on steel types. Honestly, even Dark Pulse wouldn't be terrible, because at least Dark Pulse could also hit uh, dark types. Lepa Berry, that'll be useful. Shook, I think it's ground. That's the one we're looking for resistance. Alright. 2 okay items. No heals. There's only 4 more items left. Yes, very amusing to see an electric type with static. Was pretty much the deciding factor between Meganium and keeping Electrivire. Because the Meganium was a little bit slower. But with static, we can proc it and then be faster. Focus Blast and Razor Leaf. Static, its natural ability? No. It's Motor Drive for its natural ability. Maybe it's a secondary ability that I just never knew about. My phone's dead. I have to check, but I know for a fact it has motor drive. I just don't know if it has another ability. Go down. Electrivire, Vital Spirit in motor drive. Electabuzz has static. Oh boy, I'm gonna hit him with his signature move. You're right, Crank. You're right. That's an actually right there. Actually, it's a hidden ability. Personally, I just count it. If it has it, it has it. But it has Vital Spirit because that's what Electabuzz and Magmar have. For both Magmortar and Electrivire, both of them get Vital Spirit. I don't know if Magmortar has Lane Body. I think it does. Magmar does. I just don't know if Magmar has Flame Body, but I'm curious, is it similar to Electabuzz where Magmortar loses the ability where Contact gives a static? Two more levels. We got this. Personally, I would get T-Ball here and still get walled by Steelix. That's just me. Psychic allows us to kind of chip it down. Our special attack has stayed 3 points underneath our HP the entire time. Thunderbolt and Aura Sphere. I would prefer Aura Sphere first, even though Stab would be clutch. I think the coverage is extremely important right now. Gotta go and heal again because of the para. think we get a move at 40 after 37, 43. All right, 3 more moves before the lighthouse. If we don't get a single option in special attack, we'll probably likely have to take Focus Blast into lighthouse. I think we'll have a choice. $10, $20, $40 PP. If I take Focus Blast, I'll have 40 PP. It could definitely... With Focus Blast, I could see us beating the lighthouse. Might have to use the Lepa Berry on Psychic or Focus Blast. And then... Yeah, I've waited quite a lot of time, Vivek, and I'll probably wait until we get to the very front of the lighthouse. Just wait as long as possible. But more and more, it's looking like we're gonna need it. I don't want to lose right now from PP. Like, if a Pokemon has pressure and I run out of Psychic and then need Psychic for the second Pokemon on the fight, like, I'd rather take a little extra time to heal than try to rush through the bug catcher area. That's an accuracy berry. It actually could come in clutch. We can throw that on when we go to burst Morty, if we have Focus Blast. We can land Focus Blast in one battle. Everything else is gonna be coin flip. Okay, come on. Or Sphere Backing Wave. Or Sphere Backing Wave, please. Damn it. It's technically a ghost, it's technically a dark type answer. I think we take it over Cotton Spore. I've barely used it. Like, I like the idea of Cotton Spore, but it's not as optimal as Agility. Like, if I was deciding between Agility, Bug Bite, and Luster Purge, I would possibly take it over Luster Purge instead, just because a +2 speed would help for an entire fight, but a -2 speed on them only helps on each Pokemon I do it on. Oops. Alright, we did not get any heals between gyms. Bugsy has a Pokemon. Oh, look at the Focus Blast. Bugsy has a Pokemon holding a Citrus Berry. Whitney has a Pokemon holding a Lumberry. So if we get a status when versing Whitney, we could actually Bug Bite and eat her Lumberry to remove the status. I think having the 5 or 6 day break that we took from, well, more like mandatory break, allowed the emulator to finally give us a runner, because like the last week where we were streaming, I don't think we had anything even get remotely far. Probably just like Bugsy rounds and that's it. That would be play of the year, to take the Lumberry and win because we removed status. Sadly, Bug Bite does not really help us for Honchkrow. Drill Peck would still be stronger for Honchkrow. We just have to hope that the next one we find of it has lost one of its healing moves, Roost or Soft Boiled. Because Honchkrow does learn 4 moves on level up, so it can technically not have that set. And if it only has 1 healing move, then we can just spam our 2 physical moves. Like 40 PP would be enough to break through. Oh, I gotta do the basement first. Hold up. Got 1 more level to get. So Lumberry is on Whitney's ace. Oh, which means I need the map to see what her level is on her ace. Her level 29. Okay, so when we see the level 29, we know Bug Bite is an option. One thing, in a NatDex Uber's draft league, my first one actually, and I'm currently 7-1. Hell yeah, well done. I want to do another draft league, and I want to put time and energy into finishing uploading all of the other ones from the last season, because I uploaded one and then I just never finished editing the rest of the episodes. Just been slacking. Well, honestly, just been slacking on it. No excuses for not doing it, I just haven't. Okay, headed to the gym. Good luck and have fun. Thank you everyone for coming by. I was kind of expecting that by not streaming these last few days, our turnout tonight would be pretty low, but we have a very large crowd tonight, so thank you everyone for coming by. Dad is watching Pulp Fiction. Currently on diner robbery scene. That's a good scene. We might use the PP Max before the lighthouse, yeah. Good idea. I was hoping to save it for our like #1 move if we get something besides the psychic type special attack. But I don't think we'll have a choice. Oh my god, you missed the Christian. Earlier at the start of the game, we tanked. Well, not tanked. I mean, we were at 100 health. I think it brought it down to 40, but we were hit by a magnitude 10 from Camerupt. Stab, super effective, 150 base power. Bug Bite. unfortunate Sonic Boom, but we still have a lot of health for Whitney. I think we can win this. No, I meant to put on a berry first. Shoot. Oh well. Alright, keep your eye out for a level 29. Another Sonic Boom. Okay, okay. There's a 29, but I don't have a static. Okay, one shot. Last one. And super effective. And she throws. Let's go. No berry needed. Easy. Vacuum Wave or Sphere, Whitney. Come on. That's tough. I do not like that move. It's only 50 base power. You get locked into the move, and if they have the ability Soundproof, you're stuck. You're forced to keep clicking it. Technically a special attacker, so like it would be an answer for dark types over Bug Bite, technically. One more move before the tower. Heart Scale, ooh. And a Super Potion, we needed that. Nice. Now we need moves. Welcome back, Blair. Welcome back. Ooh, ice cream. I'm in the mood for that. Similar to a Klondike bar. You know, I'm not a fan of coconut, but I do like Klondike bars. Like, I'm not a fan of almond joys. Can't eat anything coconut flavored. There was a day while working at Coca-Cola where one of the Pepsi guys came in, and he's Muslim, so he can't eat certain types of food. However, he is able to have like coconut, like actual coconut. So he had bought dried coconut, only had one ingredient, coconut, wasn't processed or anything. It was like quality, one of those like high-end snacks. And he let me try it. It was amazing. I was shocked. It was like, it reminded me of watermelon. Like the flavor, like the mellow, sweet flavor. You're right, Christian. Yup. Bag overhead, never seen again. Yeah, something you might want to consider, Flair. Try dried coconut, like not processed coconut like an Almond Joy has. You've got Thunder. Everyone has Thunderbolt except me. No, not a fan of it. Plot armor, cool. Does that plot armor come with a move? Soda Pop. Nice. I feel that, Flair. There's a place that I've accepted to go to. They have a couple things that I like, but my good friend of mine put me on to this dish. I think it might technically be Japanese. I'm not 100% sure. But this dish, it's called Ma-Po tofu. It's white rice, Ma-Po sauce, and soft fried tofu. Not hard, it's not crunchy, it's like, it's almost like the texture of butter. Really good. But out here in Georgia, every location that I've gone to that I've been able to find with it on their menu puts a southern spin on it. And they add, instead of making it an authentic Ma-Po sauce, which I think uses like a cashew base, it's like a nut based sauce with spice. They use, out here, they use brown gravy, diced carrots, and peas. And it's disgusting. Like, why do you put peas and carrots with tofu? Like, what? And I asked them, like, why? And they were like, oh, this is how it's made. I'm like, no. But it's just like a cultural thing in this area where everyone makes it that way, so nobody knows that they're making it wrong. You lived on an island before? Lots of seafood? Yeah, the more inland you go, the lower quality the seafood ends up. Kind of similar with me, right? A lot of the food was better up north, in my opinion, and now, like, I technically still live in an ocean state, but like in a state that resides on the ocean, but I'm not coastal, and up north has a lot more variety in the types of fishing that they do, especially lobster. There is Florida lobster, but they're smaller. They're a little what's the word? What's the word I'm thinking of? My brain's just not working today. But I don't know. I just like Maine lobster a lot more. Mashed potatoes, canned corn, and breaded chicken. What's like the weirdest combination of food you like? Weirdest combo. I know I have one. I'm just trying to think of it. We get our new move before versing the rival, so that's good. Got a bit of time before the dungeon to really try to figure out how we're gonna get through the dungeon. What's tough about this is that we still need 3 moves. Like, we need a Shedinja answer that is a special attack. We need to get rid of Luster Purge and Bug Bite. Yeah, Luster Purge is decent for the special defense drop, but it's not good for PP and base power. Like, I would rather have... If I had to choose between Psychic and Luster Purge, normally I would go with Psychic because you don't have to worry about a drop in their special defense if you just one-shot. Oh. Damn it. Is +2 special defense important? We are low on our special defense, but personally I don't think it's better than what we have. We might have to take on the Elite Four with the moveset like this, with the possibility of putting on Focus Blast. I'm hoping the Lighthouse has like 5 Parasects. Maybe 5 Shift Trees. Another full heal. I'll take that. Would I want to try a lava cookie? Like, would I be willing to eat a lava cookie? Yeah. You put a cookie in front of me, I'm gonna want to eat it. Even if it's boiling with lava. Why specifically from Gen 3? Is there a difference? Nice. And then the drill peck goes. Oh! I thought the drill peck would go into Kombi. Ooh, that's a good question, Vivek. Is it lava? Or is it like a lava cake? Which is hot fudge, right? Ooh, hot fudge on the inside of a cookie. Y'all about to make me go and get a snack. Alright, time for the rival. God, we don't even have a new move before Morty. Every kiss begins with T. Calcium. Ooh. What y'all think Gen 10 gonna be like? What would be really cool is if they made it like based on Japan. Right? You know how There's a region based on France and Hawaii. There's a few others that I just don't know specifically. It would be really cool to like have one for Japan, the region of Japan, Japanese themed Pokemon. Pokemon presents it in 4 days? Ooh, maybe we can do a watch together on that. That'd be cool. Do you really think it's gonna be that leak of what was it, titles and Pokemon titles, Pokemon waves? I don't think that's the actual games. When I saw that leak, it reminded me too much of like a Zelda theme. I think whoever made those photos you think it's just going to be Legends information? Maybe more information on Championship, whatever it's called. The game that's coming out next year. Because one thing I'm curious about Champions is, will it only be double battles, or will they also create a competitive scene for singles? I like terrestrialization. I like the Pokemon in Gen 9. I really hate Scarlet and Violet. I've played both because in order to have access to a Pokemon for a tournament, I needed to play through the entire game of Violet in order to catch a Paradox Pokemon. And yeah, trying to speedrun that game with all of its issues was not fun. Grey Tusk is one of your favorite new mons? Has anyone in the chat played that new game that Game Freak made? They made like a high graphics, I think it's like a slasher game, if I remember correctly. I only saw a preview of it. But it was just funny when the game came out, just seeing reaction videos of people being like, wait, Game Freak can make good graphics? What? Last Nintendo game you played was Omega Ruby and Sapphire? Nice crit. Very nice crit. Do a quick Google search. I'm curious what the name of the game is. Beast of Reincarnation is what Google says. It's like, did you ever play that Wukong game? The monkey game? This is like similar to that. Nice, good crit. Nice flare. That's a good story. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with my 3DS. But my most cherished device was the Nintendo Game Boy SP. Nice. It's gonna heal, but that's fine. As long as the Doom Desire doesn't do a lot of damage. We might get through this tower without using a PP Max, Lepa Berry, Max Elixir, or even Focus Blast. PP up! Cool. Like, we've gotten very lucky seeing grass and bug types in here. I just want one more heal. There's only one more item. Be a heal. We're in a good place. Yo, Drew Jackson, how you been? Electrivire's doing well. He's a one-trick pony. I don't know how I knew that I could one-shot the Alakazam with the Psychic, but I just knew I could. Yes, glad to be back to streaming. It was not my intention to not stream the last 5 or 6 days. I just didn't have a choice. I'll give you a quick rundown, Drew. I went to go and stream daily, like I normally do, and wait, let me just finish this. Okay, nice. And my OBS, which is Open Broadcast Server, would not be able to capture the game. It just wouldn't. It would show it, but there was no game being shown. Like it said the words like HeartGold, Soul Silver, Kaizo, auto randomized that it says at the top of my screen. So it was able to find it, but it wasn't able to capture it. And I tried everything. I uninstalled and reinstalled. I went through a bunch of settings. I deleted a lot of things off of OBS and remade them. Just nothing was working. And then finally, with some help from a Kaizo admin, he told me to check a setting on my emulator for the display method, and somehow the display method was switched from highest quality to lowest quality, which didn't affect the game itself, it just affected how it would be displayed when streaming. And because it was too low of a setting, OBS wasn't able to stream it. And it happened right after an OBS update. So I was thinking it was OBS having a problem, but it was really the emulator. I did, Christian, you're right. That was probably one of our best Lighthouse runs with the least amount of optimization to our Pokemon. Didn't need the ability. I don't think we really got outsped ever. Never got hit by strong attacks. Didn't see any steel or dark types. Ooh, you're right. Yes, nice. Special attack is finally higher than our health bar. Hell yeah. I think the calcium caused that to happen. I think getting the extra EV pushed it up. Alright, time for Morty. This is where I'm nervous. Yeah, Blair, we're doing well tonight. In the past, if I ever didn't stream for a bit and then I returned, it was almost like the YouTube algorithm would not push the video, but seems like tonight, having a good turnout. Thank you everyone for coming by. Let me double check and see if Morty has a Pokemon holding a berry. Whitney, Morty. Morty has 2 hypers and citrus on Ace. I don't think I've ever activated his citrus berry though. And where's his gym? Jasmine. It's the burnt out. There it is. What's his level on his Ace? 38. Okay. So when we see his level 38. No, I would have believed you, Christian, because I'm pretty confident out of every Morty fight we've ever been in, we have never once activated his citrus berry. If we missed that, that would have hurt. Okay. That's unfortunate. Got the special defense drop. Minus speed is a little unfortunate. Don't burn. Yeah. I gotta heal that. Yeah, I gotta heal that. Can't risk it. Good static. And this is a good turn to throw on a heal as well. He hit himself. That was a good static. Made him slower than us after Skarmory dropped our speed. That was nice. Kind of injured, which isn't ideal. I could do... Okay, we have a few options. Jaboka Star, Jaboka Roab Star, right? Those are like a little gimmicky, but they have come into play in the past to do well. We could do status, sleep, or poison. We could do a healing berry, orange berry, or citrus. Wiki agua Viapa. Minus speed is Figgy, which we will never get. So we could use one of the 12.5s, or we could use our Shuka Berry. Actually, there's two more options. There's also Apka and Pataya, special attack or special defense boost. Good morning, Master Bro. How you doing today? Personally, I kind of think the best option is either a 12.5 or Shuka. You want to save the Shuka? I kind of want to save the Shuka too. Just because if it's the only one we have throughout the entire run, I'd rather use it like Elite Four, Claire or something. Special attack boost or special defense boost. We don't have a speed one. Speed is Salak. That probably would be nice too. That would be a good one for the Elite Four as well. Personally, kind of leaning towards the heal. Because it activates, in this generation, it activates at 50% health. After this generation, it turns to 1/3 of your health. But I think it's either generation 5 or 6, where they made a change to where at 1/3 of your health, these berries heal 50% of your health, which was absolutely insane. They ended up changing it to be 33 instead, the generation after. Bring back more heals. I mean, the likelihood of me making the wrong choice is very high. If I ended up not putting on a Pecha Berry, I'll get poisoned. If I put on a Pecha Berry, I'll end up getting put to sleep. If I put on a heal, I'll take no damage. I think I'm gonna stick with the Pecha. It's our safest option. Especially if we get toxicked. Alright, and we said his ace was level 38, so I could eat a berry as well here. Lives on 1 and paralyzes me with a crit. He heals here, that's why I knew I could. Come on, miss this one. Yes, nice. Yeah, it was a roll. It was actually a roll. And I think I just happened to get the very lowest roll. This guy's got the berry, the citrus, right? Yeah. So it does less damage, but I want the health, so don't burn. Okay, good throw. Bug Bite was clutch right there. I mean, I could have technically gotten away with not using the Soda Pop because of it. That was my goal, to take that berry. Nice. Good one shot. And this is the last one, so I can use Psychic. I should have Luster Purged first. Oof. No! That's fine. He's a 2-shot. He missed. Beautiful. Oof. Ugh, that got a little dicey right there. Actually, good that I used the Soda Pop. I mean, I would have ended with 6 health, but if his Fire Spin did 5 full turns instead of 3 or 4, that could have been a loss without it. Come on, Aura Spirit, please. Physical, 70 accurate, Sand Tomb with 15 base power. Oof. Annoying, but it's a W. And now we get 30 plus items, so take what we get. Who needs Focus Blast? What a fake move. Not sure what you mean, Mastro. Focus miss every time. Though, when playing on Pokemon Showdown, I'm more confident on hitting a Focus Blast, Thunder, or Blizzard than I am clicking any move that has specifically 90 base accuracy. For some reason, the last couple months when playing Pokemon Showdown, every match there's at least one 90% accurate move that misses. Just the other day I had one where me and the opponent both had Thunder Wave, which now is 90% accurate, and 3 Thunder Waves were missed in that game. What gym is next? We don't have a gym for a while. We just did the gym. Now it's item gauntlet, trainer gauntlet, then Lake of Rage, followed by Team Rocket Basement. What's the story behind the name? How is it worded? International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. IBEW. Citrus. Clutch. Representing our blue-collar brothers. Yes, sir. I don't need you. If I remember correctly, Electrivire does have move options from level 1. We caught the Electrivire at level 5, so there's no level up moves we need to check out. But I'm hoping he has a hidden move that just changes the value of this Pokemon. Because technically, it's like barely a 3-star. Like, Bug Bite did move it up from a 2.5 out of 5 to like just shy of 3. Oh, I did it again. Did this last time I had a runner too. Forget to go down to Goldenrod. Ooh, another Shuka. Nice. Speed. We need more speed. It gave us 2 points. Nice. Yeah, moveset is holding us back the most. Stat spread and ability are pretty nice. Obviously, speed and special defense are a little hindered, but they are doing their job for now. Only outsped by maybe 10% of Pokemon. And I've noticed that the ones who do outspeed tend to not really do a lot of damage. But this is the type of Pokemon where, like, standing on one leg, right? Special attack and psychic. That's all it's been using to get carried this far. Eventually, we're going to get into a position where we just can't do anything. Like, there's just going to be a really good counter. There could be something that resists the psychic move. We click it, and then they hit us with Mirror Coat. You know, we're not able to be flexible to avoid game states that are run-ending, as well as like Pokemon that I rate with a higher rating. Those are the 4 TMs we've gotten so far: Sand Tomb, Uproar, Focus Blast, and Razor Leaf. You won't be too picky if you get a special attack. Yep. I mean, there was one special attack TM I got that I wasn't willing to take. I almost consider it to be one of the worst special attack moves in the game. And that is Uproar. It's only 50 base power. You get locked into it. And if they have the ability Soundproof, you're stuck locked into it until it's over without any secondary effect to the move other than what, keeping them awake. It's not a big deal. No high crit rate on it. It's not like Razor Wind, and will never be super effective for 50 base power. And then the other option was Focus Blast, which is another special attack, but it's only 5 PP and 70 accuracy. So I procrastinated on learning it, which did cost a couple heals. In all honesty, it definitely took some heals out of Bugsy and probably even Morty right there, right? But like Christian said, I'm not in a position where I'm desperate enough for it, but I am I am close. I am close to being desperate for it, just for the coverage, but we're not technically at like that Suicune scenario where we're stuck with Dragon Rage all the way to level 60. I normally do Lake of Rage first. I went the wrong way. Oh well. when I go and get the I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? I just like doing the water trainers before doing the Lake of Rage trainers. You Dragon Prey. Yeah, I was praying for a new move on that Suicune. Whoops, that was a mistake. Ooh, that was a mistake. Alright, not bad. Yeah, I think I am gonna go to the Lake of Rage, add a little, like, few extra minutes to the run, but I don't want to hit level 50. I don't want to go into the Safari Zone, do the trainer that's holding an item back from us, and then end up hitting level 50 and missing out on a crucial vitamin. Like, another speed vitamin would go a long way. Do we rage at the Lake of Rage? Only when we guess wrong on the Gyarados. Okay. Don't typically need those, but on a moveset like this, that could be clutch. Especially for the next dungeon. Hyper Potion! Nice. The next dungeon, it's what? First floor 25 plus 7. So that's 32 Pokemon on the first floor. And we've got I don't know, I'm pretty good at mitigating PP in scenarios like this. We might be able to pull it off. Amazing heal. Oh yeah. Especially because we're very close to hitting that 200 mark. About 20 to 30 minutes from now, we're going to be guessing the shiny Gyarados. So for anyone who might be new visiting the channel, what we like to do is everyone gets one vote on what they believe the randomizer will give the shiny Gyarados. And when somebody guesses correctly, we will do Pokemon pack openings on tomorrow's stream. So you have a 1 in 501 chance, being that there's like variants of Deoxys and Rotom and whatnot. So there's 501 Pokemon here in this. One guess has been correct so far. Somebody guessed a shiny Vaporeon and was correct. Another heart scale. Cool. Might not be needed. But if there was like a scenario where we put on, let's say we put on the Focus Blast, and then we end up deciding, you know what, Bug Bite was more consistent. If we're given the move Flash, having 2 heart scales is really useful for that. Ah, spinners. They always get me. They use the force, yeah. Just sensed that I was about to go there. Right. 5 more items. Protein. Would it only be worth using the protein if we believe we're never getting another special attack? Last item. Energy powder. Okay. It's a good way to finish up. What do we think? Do we put on the protein or no? Yeah, I don't think we do. Protein gives a boost to attack. I'd rather see counter than mirror coat. We'll get our next move at the Lake of Rage. We might actually get it before headed to the Lake of Rage. We might get it on the last trainer of this area. Seen a lot of fully evolved Pokemon. Nice. Should get it on this fight right here. Please, please, special attack, please. Oh my gosh. Pain. Rage quit. Yep. Definitely makes me feel like doing that. I've had enough. Let me just hack the ROM and give myself a better move. All right, on to the Lake of Rage. Go buy the TMs. Yeah. What do I think will be at the Lake of Rage? I'm going to guess that it will be a Cherrim. Nice crit. Hey, I like to see that it's a 2-shot, not an 8-shot. Nice. Jeez, he had no health. Level 30 with only 60 HP is insane. That's got to be like 20 base stat in its HP. It's so low. Like, to not even be at 100 by level 30. Alright. 3 fights before Shiny Gyarados. Any guesses in the chat? Yes, Meganium did have Thunderbolt when we first saw it. Good to know. Shiny Camerupt, nice. That's black. That's a good shiny. We've had a few people in chat tonight, so if there's anyone else who'd like to put in a guess, now is the time. I'll give 30 more seconds. Anyone else who has a guess? Nuzleaf, nice. So Nuzleaf, Camerupt, and then my guess was Cherrim. Flare, are you still in the chat? Anyone else who may want to Give a guess. All right, here we go. Kabutops. Ooh. That's a good shiny. The last move that we learned was double team. +1 evasion. Which, although gimmicky, can be useful. I don't think we have the room to take something like that right now. Wing Attack and Bug Bite have played a pretty strong part to getting this far. Is that dry skin or is that rain dish? Dry skin, okay. Good para. Nice. All right. We are headed to the Team Rocket basement. I know Focus Blast could be useful, but I think PP is more important. There's 32 Pokemon just on the first floor. We got this. Good luck. I want these statues to have 3 grass types. Or psychic, that works too. That's okay. Nice. I only have to click psychic once. Let's see. Okay, nice. One more. Perfect. All right, we're gonna get through the statues with no problem. We actually get our next move here at the end of this dungeon. Lychee Berry is plus attack. Shuka. 3 Shuka Berries, hell yeah. Easy peasy. Calcium, a little too late. Sad. It won't work now. Yeah. Yeah, not much XP out of these statues, sadly. I mean, I'm happy that it was very easy to get through them all, but we did not get much value out of that. Fresh water, I'll take it. It's small, but it's useful. Tropius! Nice. Damn, I knew that was a little risky to do. At least we know he has Aftermath. And if that's the only damage we take in here, we should be fine. Another crit on the Dragonite. Nice. Another burn heal. I needed that. That's good. Yo, Friezo, how you doing? Appreciate it, thank you. Because of how low our XP has been in this dungeon, we actually might not get to level 58 before we leave. And that's the last item. Alright. Got a couple heals. Not bad. Four psychics for the double fight. Hopefully that's enough. I could put the PP up or PP max on it. I think we'll be fine. There's only the double fight and then the 3 wild Pokemon. I'll just make Lance do all the work. Good luck. We got this. Good crit. Good miss. Good miss again. Oh, glad that was him and not me. Nice. GG. They did not like Lance. Easy. We were close to the level up, but we didn't hit it. I didn't bring the HM Pokemon, whoops. Run is going well so far, carried by high special attack. Moveset is what needs to be improved. Like, I'm praying something in the gym gauntlet starts to go in our way. A TM, a level up move, anything. Because overall, we one-shot a lot of Pokemon, but if we were to have full coverage in the special attack side, there would be almost nothing that could take a hit from us. Like, imagine if we had Dark Pulse or Shadow Ball for that Dusknoir. He lived on like 2 HP without super effectiveness. If I don't get Thunderbolt, personally, I kind of think that's okay because we don't know who has Volt Absorb or Motor Drive, and activating specifically Motor Drive could be a problem. We're just barely getting, like, the opportunity to move first. So if we give them that speed boost, that could actually, like, completely turn the tides in their favor. It's happened before. Illuminion with Motor Drive and then just swept us. We'll level up on Yucine, the next fight that we're doing. That'll be good. I'd love to see like Lava Plume. That would be very helpful. I'd even take Discharge, to be honest. I'll take Ember at this point. Nice. One more. And we level up. Easy. Please. Oh, ooh. Okay. All right. I want to say we get rid of Luster Purge. Yeah, I can't get rid of anything else. Ice does not cover anything that Bug or Flying are giving us. Gives us more PP, a little less base power, a little less accuracy, but it does hit both Pokemon in a double fight, and lowering speed 100%, amazing for this Pokemon. And then the ×2 up to ×4 scenarios, like this is going to be a great answer for Honchkrow. All right, now I have a lot more confidence in this run. Definitely better than Cotton Spore that we were going for when we started. Cotton Spore with the -2 attack is nice. Sorry, -2 speed is nice, but no damage and less accuracy. Cotton Spore is 85. It could be argued that Ice Beam would have been far superior, but I do like the speed drop. And when super effective, it is still stronger than Psychic, which makes it worth it. Like, it sucks when I'll use Ember, for example. Like, when Ember is super effective, it's still weaker than Psychic. But at least Icy Wind goes up to 110. And 15 PP, yeah. Ice Beam only has 10. Nice, we didn't miss. All right. We head to the gym gauntlet. We get a new move after it. Yeah. I think we end price at 64. It's been a while. I can't remember exactly the level. I think it's 64. And then by the end of the whole Team Rocket at the radio tower, at the very end of that, we should, like phase 3, we should have level 67. Yes, the radio tower. That's the biggest dungeon in the game. It's 3 phases. You get to heal between phases at the Pokemon Center, but just the first phase alone has like 52 Pokemon. Second phase is... it's okay. It's not a lot of trainers, but it really sucks when the second phase takes heals, because you really want your heals for the third phase. I could do a quick reorganization of our items. Nice. Okay. Not bad. I mean, most of our heals are berries right now, sadly, but at least we have the hyper in the full restore, and then 250s to be able to kind of avoid using those bigger ones if possible. All right, onto the gym gauntlet. Good luck. That's giving you hope, yeah. Luster Purge was convenient, specifically for saving psychics. Nice. Did not think that would one-shot. I missed. I missed again. Didn't want to end up... I didn't know if he had Aftermath. I didn't want to risk it. Hey, I'll get the 2 misses out right there and then just hit every one on the gym leader. Oh my god, I missed another one. The game was like, you know what? You haven't missed any moves yet the entire run. So you're just going to be missing everything now. Wait, hold up. Sorry, Zuko. Why did that do so little damage? No, not my hit, his hit. I had seen, um, I had seen a Gyarados before, and last time he did a big hit on us with Mud Bomb. I gave him the plus special attack, but that time it did nothing. All right, we win this. I want to see. Just a bunch of Pokemon weak to Ice and Psychic. I don't want him to heal this, so I want to do a little bit of damage before going through the Psychic. Yeah. Hey, we took his Citrus Berry. I didn't even know he had it. I didn't even know he had it. That's so funny. Oh, no. I need a crit, a Bug Bite. What's your last move? Don't tell me it's a physical move because you just lowered my defense by 2. It is. Oh, but it's resisted. Okay. There's the crit. Nice. One more. It's gonna happen. I know it. I don't even need a heal. Like, I'll be able to take his Magnet Bombs and probably even take his, what is it called? His struggles. Just want him to use his last Moon Knight. There's another crit. There it is. Okay. Yo, knock on the house. This run's going pretty well. We could benefit from more moves in the special department, but right now, Slow and Steady is going to win this battle. What are you doing, Zuko? Trying to be a menace? He's like, I know how to throw this run. Yeah? I'm hoping he doesn't have another heal. He does. Ugh. I'm gonna have to struggle him to death. That's so painful. I could technically Lepa Berry. No, I might two-shot him. He does so... No! No! Oh my gosh. He has 3 heals. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, he has 39 more moves. I could definitely kill him before he gets to struggle. I don't want to proc his struggle because of our -6 defense. So the question is, do we Lepa Berry or do we Max Elixir? It would probably be Lepa Berry. If I did Lepa Berry, it actually would probably be on Icy Wind because we're doing a lot more damage with Icy Wind right now. I would love to find a red shard, Christian. We haven't found any yet. But Lepa, we could do Lepa. Max Elixir will be pretty useful at the radio tower, and even the Elite Four especially. Alright. You shouldn't have any more heals. I think the dude went to the store and bought more and came back. There we go, we win. I guess I could have also played for critting Drill Peck, but just get the fight over with. Quick attack. Yeah, Christian. That's 2 gyms now that have had stall tactics. I mean, I'll take stall tactics over RNG tactics, right? Para flinch stall, accuracy drops, and accuracy rate. Them using like evasion boosting moves. Like I'll take stall over those. Oops. I flew to the wrong place. One sec. So I personally don't like using Gengar's ability in double battles because it's very minute of like details that his ability does. But the activating or not activating gives us information, which is like on a technicality would be breaking the HM rule. So I'd rather just avoid doing it entirely. We can just one-shot these two. The burn shouldn't matter too much. It's annoying, but that's really annoying then, yeah. Because I would have used Bug Bite on Jinx. Oh, he has low special defense. Another Tri-Attack. And the Riz. Oh, we're getting kind of dicey here. Good crit. No! No! Oh my god, they crit the Tri-Attack. I calced it. I said to myself, you know what? If I take out Charizard and then I just have Tri-Attack and Burn, I'll live on the burn And because of the amount of damage Icy Wind had done earlier, it let me know that I could one-shot with Psychic from that range. Bro, you gotta be kidding me. Hydro Cannon was the move relearner. Splash and Slash. Yeah, that was our move set. 166. I thought it was higher. That was our move set for the whole game. Wow. I promise I did not try to throw there. I waited for a moment. I tried to calc it. He did have a little higher special attack. What about his speeds? 50, 2 hour, 66. White Smoke and immunity is pretty good. Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, Weather Ball, Hyper Beam, Focus Blast. He had better special attacks. Oh, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I looked at this one, too, because he had Shadow Ball, but he just had no offense. Huge power. Oof. One of them that I wanted to look at, Dusknoir survived the hit. 102, 124. And then it was what, Flareon that lived on 1? 32. None of the trainers of this screen, gyms, Elite Four, or Silver, had Shedinja. Wow, that's a tough loss. It was a good run, though. It was a good run. Any Pokemon you guys want looked up? Gyarados, wow. That would have been cool. Stab, Wing Attack, Volt Absorb. I want to look at the Pokemon that stalled us. Who was it? There was one before. Maybe not. Maybe. Was it Morty? No. I guess I didn't get stalled out at another gym. It might have been somewhere else, like a dungeon or something. Dry Skin Simple. No, it was Honchkrow. That's the one I was trying to remember. No guard. Yeah, that was a dumb ending. I tried to play it right. The only thing I could have probably done was use up the full restore to get back to full health and take off the burn. But like in that situation, my options were Rostberry, and I still would have been crit and also hit by Charizard. I could have went after the Jinx and left the Charizard, hoping that he didn't have a good move. We don't know what moves that he had, but he was sitting on high attack magnitude, so I did need to take out the Charizard. Yeah, he probably just got magnitude, so I doubt he deleted it. Ugh, that's so tough. It was fun though. I'm glad we were able to stream tonight. I think this is where tonight's stream will end, but I'm hoping tomorrow I can start a little earlier and try our best to get back to the Elite Four. But great stream. A lot of people came by. Appreciate everyone's support. Hope you all stay safe, and I look forward to having you in the next stream. Have a great night, everyone. Take care. Peace.